In today's environment, it's considered inevitable to breathe in a constant stream of contaminants that can damage our health. But you know what? It doesn't have to be that way anymore. According to the EPA, indoor air pollution is now the deadliest environmental global risk. In fact, indoor air pollutant levels are on average 2 to 5 times higher than outdoor levels, and may even be up to 100 times higher. This poses a real threat as Americans spend 90% of their time indoors. Probiotics have been proven to be a great way to purify ourselves and offer numerous health benefits. So if we know they're good for us, then doesn't it make sense to have a device that can purify our homes and all the objects in them? It's very likely that you, or someone you know, suffers from allergies, asthma, COPD, or autoimmune disease. And these can be scary. In fact, according to the CDC, chronic respiratory illnesses are the third leading cause of death now in the United States. This ranks just behind cancer and heart disease. Many of the individuals who suffer from these conditions may also experience frequent physician's visits, hospital admissions, absences from school or work, increased antibiotic use. And even if you don't have any of these health conditions, you may also deal with pet odors, excessive dust, or mold and musty smells either at work or at home. Before we continue, it's important to note that the information presented during this webinar is for general informational purposes only and may not be construed as medical advice. No information provided is intended to represent or imply that Renew Air can cure or relieve any medical conditions. Should you have any health-related questions, you should promptly call or consult your physician or other healthcare provider. We encourage you to pause this video, read the rest of the disclaimer cited on the slide before continuing. It's important to understand that we don't heal sick people, we heal sick homes. Studies show far more allergens rest on surfaces like rugs, furniture, and countertops than simply hang in the air. Over 80% of infectious diseases are transmitted by touch, and that's why just cleaning the air doesn't work. We must clean the surfaces and objects too. So, what is making our home or office sick? For starters, there are 4,000 times more bacteria on your carpet than in your toilet. 5 times more on your keyboard, 7 times more on the walls around your toilet, and 500 times more on your cell phone, something you touch hundreds of times per day. Do you know what the most bacteria-laden thing is in your house right now? You may guess the remote, your phone, your bed, and all of these are certainly filled with bacteria, but the answer is actually your common household sponge. Have you ever picked up your sponge or rag in the kitchen and smelled it? Okay, I know that sounds weird, but chances are there have been many occasions when you were grossed out by the smell and washed your hands multiple times to get rid of the foul odor. Do you know where that odor comes from? The bacteria. Most of these things are almost impossible to clean. And if you use antibacterial soaps, you're also killing the good bacteria. Mold and mildew contamination are another example of indoor air quality contamination. They can affect the smell within our homes and offices and trigger all sorts of allergy issues. The problem lurks behind your walls. It's the bacteria living in its cracks and crevices that lingers long before we smell it. And it's likely you're breathing that in every day. We often do our best to mask the smell with chemicals, sprays, candles, expensive in-home treatments, but these are only temporary solutions that are not actually solving the problem. In other words, the bacteria continues to multiply. It is this constant layering that contributes to our poor indoor air quality every day. And much of this bacteria is then distributed everywhere throughout your heating and air conditioning ducts. Then our ducts become a breeding ground themselves, contaminating our homes even more. Contaminated air ducts are a real problem, and all the pathogenic bacteria that resides there is being circulated through the air in your home and/or office, which you and your loved ones are breathing. You've likely been recommended to clean your air ducts twice a year, But that can get expensive, as the average cost per cleaning ranges from $400 to $600 or more. Do you remember the last time you cleaned your air ducts? If I poured the purest bottled water into a dirty glass, would you drink it? Our air ducts are no different. Anything that goes through them just gets dirty again, even with air purifiers. Masking bad odors such as pet, mold, and mildew smells in the air with toxic chemicals is not the solution. Microbial contamination is the main source of odor problems. Our air ducts, surfaces, and objects in our home are the ultimate breeding ground for odor-causing bacteria. How many of you have walked into someone's home and immediately you could tell that a dog lived there? A cat? Or birds? Or how about that stinky sports equipment in the corner? Lighting candles and cleaning with all the chemicals just covers up the problem. Bad smells occur because there is bacteria present. Eliminating the bacteria causing the smell is the only way to eliminate it. Other places we can never get to include our mattresses. These are filled with dust mites. These critters love to eat and they love to poop. One dust mite poops up to 20 times a day, and there are millions in our beds. This is why mattresses are 2 to 3 times heavier 10 years after buying them. You can try to kill them, but they'll always come back because your dead skin cells offer a never-ending food supply for them. In fact, we shed 40,000 dead skin cells an hour. Luckily, probiotics will eat the same food source, and if there are more probiotics than dust mites, well, you can figure it out what happens next. The dust mites will die. Here's a question for you. Where do Americans spend 1/3 of their lives? This is it. Pretty gross if you think about it. Do you also know that up to 100,000 dust mites may be living in your pillow? The great news is that all of this can be greatly improved with Renew Air. Renew Air is simple to install, hooks up directly to your furnace, and every 6 months you can insert the new refill canister to continuously clean the ducts and air in your residence. Purify your air and purify your home 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, automatically. Approximately 100 trillion probiotics call our gut home. They're essential to our survival and act as our natural defense system to help our bodies fight disease-causing bacteria, digest food, and absorb nutrients. Probiotics are essentially the bacteria that make us healthy. They're commonly found in many of the items pictured here. How many of you have heard of probiotics? It's been proven we need probiotics in our food to maintain our internal health. Probably many of you are taking a form of probiotic, right? For a long time and still today, the way we have addressed different health issues was with antibiotics, right? For years, many doctors' answers were antibiotics. Have you noticed they have to mix them now? That's because the bacteria is becoming immune, and antibiotics don't work like they used to. And since then, have you noticed doctors are more resistant to even prescribing antibiotics? It's because they know there is a problem as well. A can of aerosol disinfectant spray or wipes kills all bacteria, even the good ones, which leaves the bad, more aggressive bacteria to show back up with a vengeance. Your body needs good bacteria, so solutions that eliminate it are not ideal. It's estimated that by 2050, more people will die from infections that are resistant to antibiotics than will die from cancer. That's pretty scary. This means we have to find ways to fight the bacteria at its source, and that source is your home. Probiotics are bacteria that make us healthy. Here's how we use them to make your home healthier. We take food-grade probiotics, add water, then with our patented technology for regeneration and release, Renew Air distributes them throughout your home or workspace. Additionally, there are 10 times more probiotics than cells in our body. Probiotics are responsible for 70% of our immune response. Probiotics fight cancer, colds, and constipation. There are more than 100 known benefits to taking probiotics. Renew Air technology releases billions of probiotics into the air via repetitive micromisting. These environmental probiotics deplete the resources that mold, allergens, pathogens, and harmful bacteria thrive on. We know that bacteria such as probiotics will double every 20 minutes if they have food. The bacteria and germs in your house do the same thing, but since billions of probiotics are being micromisted through Renew Air into the air and onto the surfaces and objects in your home, the good bacteria will overwhelm the bad. Does that make sense? Keeping your home healthy can cost a lot of money. Cleaning your air ducts every 6 months can cost $8,000 or more every 10 years. Constantly cleaning with antibacterial cleaners adds up. Constant dusting and vacuuming demands a lot of your time. Dealing with other health issues such as asthma, allergies, COPD, and autoimmune diseases can cost you too, whether that's medical bills, prescriptions, missed days of school and work. And while there are other ways to clean your air like ozone, UV light, ionizers, HEPA filters, electrostatic filters, they don't eliminate the bacteria that lives on your surfaces. People ask me all the time what makes Renew Air different from those other methods I just mentioned. And the truth is, Renew Air offers so many more benefits that those other products simply cannot. While all of them can purify the air, Renew Air can penetrate any space, object, and surface, deplete the resources of mold, bacteria, or allergens, automatically clean air ducts and keep them clean, starve dust mites in unseen places like your mattress, and so much more as you have seen on this slide. Air purifier companies and UV light companies purify air, meaning they kill good and bad bacteria, but only when the air passes through or under the lighting. But these two items only address about 20% of the bacteria in your home. Renew Air not only cleans the air, but it cleans your surfaces and objects too, eliminating the bad bacteria, which is the source of the problem. So what did the experts say? Study after study, probiotics work. Many of us spend hundreds, even thousands of dollars every year to simply treat the symptoms of problems that are caused by living in a polluted environment. If you had a situation like this, I guess you would have two choices. Well, actually, you would have three choices. Your first choice would be to flush the fish. Your second choice would be to medicate the fish. Or you could simply provide a clean environment for the fish to thrive in. We face the same choice: live with the misery, take medications to mask the symptoms, or fix the core problem causing our ailments in the first place. Here's how Renew Air helps you. It improves your indoor air quality by increasing the ratio of good versus bad bacteria. It helps boost your natural defenses and its ability to protect against indoor irritants. It offers automatic air duct cleaning. It automatically cleans residual surfaces and objects. It reduces, eliminates, and controls everyday odors. And it supports a healthy, natural, ecological balance. Customers and medical professionals have so many great things to say about this product. Dr. Timothy Hodge, who is an emergency physician in Lansing, Michigan, with over 25 years of experience, says, "It's not what I'm feeling, but what I'm not feeling. Allergies." Dr. Hodge has suffered from allergies for most of the 25 years, and we all know how grueling a Michigan spring can be on those allergies. Now that he has Renew Air, he's feeling great. He goes on to say, "I don't have the usual stuffy nose, irritation to the roof of my mouth, and the itchy eyes I normally have. I think it has performed very well for me, and it has been part of the reason why I have remained allergy-free so far this spring in Michigan. I would certainly recommend it to anyone who has severe allergies, and it is a great product for me." Wendy is a patient access supervisor at a local hospital in Lansing, Michigan. After installing Renew Air in her workplace, she's no longer bringing all of the germs from her place of work home with her every day. She says, "Before we had the probiotic system installed, I had migraines, asthma, and stomach issues. Since it's been installed, I have not used my inhaler one time. I've even stopped taking my migraine medicine and haven't had any migraines at all." She goes on to say, "If you are at all interested in your health, I would recommend getting one of these systems." Dr. Harold Roth has been practicing family medicine for about 35 years and already sees the return on his investment. He says, "I purchased the probiotic system for the office because I was impressed with the literature on how it would decrease allergies and hopefully decrease sick days in our workplace. I'm pleased to report that we have seen a significant improvement in the overall general health in our office staff. Our sick days are down and productivity is up. I am pleased enough with the results here that I've even placed it in my home." Darlene owns a local insurance agency. When asked about her experience with Renew Air, she says, "I recently went to a presentation as I heard about this probiotic technology for your air. We buy probiotic yogurt for our stomachs, and I thought, probiotic for your air? And was intrigued. I was waking up every day with headaches and had gone to the doctor and found out that I had allergies. After attending the presentation for the probiotic system, I thought this might work for me, but was still a little bit skeptical, but thought, let's try it out. In just 2 short days, Darlene noticed she woke up without a headache and continued to improve. Now she no longer has to take medication for her headaches and no longer needs to take routine allergy medications. I honestly thought it was too good to be true," she says. "I am a firm believer in this probiotic system." Are you ready to start saving money, time, and feeling better? To get started with the Renew Air purification systems for your home, you need a PDS 5000 unit that treats up to 5,000 square feet, a 6-month supply of Renew Biotic solution, and a complete installation performed quickly by our team. The Bodify is just like the whole house unit, but it's made for smaller areas, like a dorm room, office, or even a retirement center room. We're hosting daily and weekly drawings where you can win a $50 Amazon gift card daily at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 1 Bodify will be given away every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't miss out. To enter to win, simply call 855-852-6825. That's 855-852-6825. Again, 855-852-6825. We'd love to help you down the path to feeling better. You can get started today by scheduling your consultation. During the consultation, we'll help you determine coverage for your home, review the affordable ways in which you can own a Renew Air, and show you how to get some free refills of Renew Biotics. To schedule your appointment, simply email solutions@yhses.com or call us at 1-855-852-6825. Again, you can email us at solutions@yhses.com or call us at 1-855-852-6825. We deeply appreciate your time and hope to connect with you soon.